I've been got to Palace over first visit in 1989. I wonder, is there a hierarchy now at Palace of the fans between the Holmesdale lot and the rest of the crowd, or is it harmonious there?
I think it depends on what's happening at the club. They've always kind of done their own thing, and they're very passionate. I think sometimes people maybe misinterpret them a little bit. The banners at Wembley, the tifos, that's all them, and they're all fan funded. They raised £45,000 for the final via the fans, so they're very passionate about what they do. Doesn't always mean you have to necessarily agree with them. I think they are the guys that sing all the time, and if you want to join in, you can. And in fact, they often say to people, "Oh, come and move to Block E if you want to join in." That would never be my kind of thing. I've got 2 young kids, so I don't understand how to do it. I barely got the stamina to get to Selhurst Park and sit without falling asleep for 90 minutes.
I can report from over here in Germany that they're very well respected among a lot of German fans, a lot of German ultra groups, who see them, probably correctly, as the only sort of real serious ultra group in English football. I'm a huge fan of them. Ultra culture, I think, is pretty misunderstood in the UK, partly because the concept doesn't really exist. Over the past 20 years, I've heard the HF referred to as wannabes. From my point of view, and from a lot of Europeans' point of view, there's absolutely nothing wannabe about the HF. They are inspired largely by Greek and French ultra cultures, where they have their friendships. As United fans, we've seen it with our own eyes on several occasions. I always love going to Selhurst Park when we play them away. I think the atmosphere is really, really good. We're one of the best, if not the best, in the Premier League, in my opinion. If you go back to the FA Cup final in 2016, Palace support, led by the HF in the centre behind the goal, outsung United that day. Last year, the final against City, Palace fans rightly got a lot of plaudits and a lot of praise for the atmosphere, and not just a big display, which, like you said, is homemade, it's home funded, it's do it yourself, it's independent fan culture, and the noise was absolutely outstanding. So I can only tip my hat to them. People say, I don't like a guy with the drum, I don't like the guy with the megaphone, I don't like the clapping. I think it misses the bigger point. The much bigger point is the organisation behind the scenes. And the engagement that groups like the HF have in their communities. They campaign to save, fabric. They're involved in all sorts of charity work around South London and Croydon, food banks. They do an awful lot of good work, and they're a thorn in the side of the footballing authorities, whether that's on ticket prices, whether that's on 39th game abroad, whether that's on Monday Night Football, safe standing. But it's key to have that organisation behind the scenes. That's what holds English fans back massively.